Welcome back to From Nine to Mom, where we discuss balancing the 9 to 5 hustle with the beautiful chaos that we call motherhood. And today, unfortunately, Catie is fallen ill. She's been sick all weekend, but don't worry, everyone. We have a very special guest today on the Weekly Rewind. We have Miss Jenna O'Toole. You guys might not know this, but I talk about her all the time on this podcast. And if you heard our Florida stories, she is the second half to my vacation with the elderly. So, Jenna, we're excited that you were able to hop on today. Thank you for doing a last minute cameo here.
Thank you for having me. I am an OG listener, so this is really exciting to be on the pod as a mom myself and as family friends with both you, Danielle, and Catie too. So it's funny that I know you guys separately and together.
Yeah, I always forget that you know both of us, and the connection is Jenna's mom's best friend is Catie's mother. It's just crazy.
Yep.
It's a crazy circle, and my mom's best friend is Jenna's mom. It's weird. Whatever. It doesn't matter.
Jody's just popular. The Eccles know everyone. So we're all connected. And Catie and I went to college together. So it's just a crazy world how we're all connected.
You guys are all connected in weird ways, but it's a beautiful thing to have you here because you constantly supported us, but also Jenna, as her motherhood journey has gone on, has had some crazy shit happen to her along the way. And I'm excited to have her today because this weekend she posted a bunch of photos from this adorable Mother's Day brunch. And I want to jump into that first because it was the cutest thing I've ever seen. Tell us what you did, you and your friends, with your moms.
Yeah. So our friend group kind of had the idea that let's do something with our moms and get together. So the inspiration actually came from the Real Housewives of New Jersey.
Of course,
I'm a big Bravo girly, so it's a lot of my friends. So I don't know if anyone watches the show, but a couple years ago, they all got together at Margaret's house with all of the women from the show and their moms, because all their moms talk too. So it's kind of funny. So that's kind of where we got the idea. We saw the episode and we're like, let's do something with our moms for Mother's Day. Mostly everyone's moms live here. Some girls, their moms aren't in town, so they weren't able to make it, about 2 of them. But another girl's mom lives about 2 hours away, but she was able to make the trip and it was really nice. And we did Moms and Margarita theme because this past Sunday was Cinco de Mayo. Mother's Day is coming up this weekend. So we're let's tie in the themes together. So we hired a private chef. We did a dinner. It wasn't a brunch, but it was outside. It was like a beautiful weekend this weekend that we were able to eat outside at night and it wasn't freezing. And the chef did everything like Mexican kind of themed. And it was small, like tapas style, if you will. Mm-hmm. And then we got desserts. We go over the top when we do parties. I know you guys have talked about that.
I've seen you guys like going, your group of friends knows how to get it done.
Yes.
So it was just, you'd say it's extra, but it's not. It's just perfect in my mind.
It was cute. Like tablescape, like personalized cookies with everyone's name on it. I think we had 3 or 4 different types of cakes and desserts. So it was just ridiculous, but it was for our moms. That was our Mother's Day gifts for our moms. We paid for their dinners. We got together. We gave them flowers as centerpieces. So like, it was a nice takeaway, like, cause that's what we wanted to do. We wanted to do something all as a group. Our moms like have met each other throughout the years and they're not super close, but it's nice. And my friend who hosted it, Molly, she was debating whether to do like games. And when we were talking about it, it almost sounded like bridal shower.
Baby shower, bridal shower.
Yeah. Like name a time when your daughter really pissed you off. But it was like when you're drinking, it kind of like brings out really funny stories, right? So I think in the beginning, like when we were first doing it, it did seem like that. But as the night went on, like there was great conversation and great stories. And like, it was funny to call bullshit on some of the things too. You're like, no, you didn't ever do that. Or that's funny that your mom sees you like that.
You're right. Like, oh, this is fun, guys.
Yeah.
And then like 3 margaritas in, they're talking shit about each other.
And then there's tears. Right. Yeah. And then you have that. And then you have like, they're like, oh, mom. Like, so it was really, really cute. We had fun. It was something that I recommend doing. Where does one find a personal chef? For those of us who are like, let's do this shit. Where do you find a personal chef? Like, where did you go? Google? A friend? Well, so that's the other funny story. The personal chef, her name's Chef Raquel, and the people in the Rochester area. She's from Webster, and one of my girlfriends from Webster, it's her sister's friend. So there was a connection there. Okay. I had followed her on Instagram. So I think the place to go would be Instagram if you didn't know someone. But personal chefs, actually, my brother had one at his bachelor party when Dave went. So they got like a personal chef for I guess, I don't know, Google the area you're
What
in.
what did I do wrong? I want a personal chef.
Well, how did those boys figure that out is my question. But
Yeah,
like,
they are
if they
not
got it
fancy
done,
enough.
anyone can get it done.
And if you don't know our brothers, trust us. Like, seriously, if they could figure this out, it means that any of us could really, truly do it.
Yes. Background, my brother and Danielle's brother are best friends. Danielle's younger brother.
Yeah, they've been into a lot of trouble, but it's been a blessing for Jen and I because we got to be friends because of them, really. So
Exactly. Yeah.
yeah. But okay, so this brunch is not the only like event that you guys have done like this before, but I feel like you always have the fanciest, nicest things with this group of friends. Like, did you meet these friends? Are they Fredonia friends, lifelong friends, mom friends? Like, where do the group of girls come from for those of people who don't know?
It's mostly my girlfriends from Fredonia, and most of those girls in that group were a year older than me. So I didn't graduate with them per se, but I knew them really well. We were really close friends. So it originated with a girl I went to high school with who was the maid of honor at my wedding, Maggie, and who she was rooming with at the time when we all kind of became friends. And then there's like mixes of other people too, like friends of friends. My friend Molly, who hosted the party, is Maggie's cousin, but she's become close friends with us.
Mm-hmm.
Another girl, a friend of mine from high school, is mixed in there too. So it's all mostly Fredonia oriented, but it's kind of grown into others as well. But now we're all in that season where we're moms. So now we're mom friends. So it's nice where you have sources like you and Catie have each other, or Catie has her sister and you have a bunch of friends. But like to go to a group of girls that have kids around the same age as you is awesome. Like to be like, what was so-and-so doing at this age? Or what can I expect? Or like when I was making my registry, like, I don't know where to start. Like I asked my friends who have had babies, like, and they've all are in that season right now, which is fun.
Yeah, and I think like you have even people who are pregnant right now that were there.
Yeah,
like, with their first kid.
Yep.
Right?
Yep, having a mocktail. Another mutual friend of ours.
Yeah, so lucky them. There's nothing wrong with a good mocktail, especially if it's margarita based. But yeah, that was so cute. I want to do it. So for those of you who haven't decided what to do for Mother's Day, I would say do that. Try and find because I love doing stuff with my mom. I actually hosted a party. It wasn't a party. My mom had friends come into town this weekend, and my dad had to go home to Rochester out of nowhere. So I hosted Cinco de Mayo for her and her friends. It was hilarious because just like it was her friend, her mom friend from when we were little. Like I was very little, and they reconnected. They kind of fell out of touch because of a lot of different things, but reconnected later in life. And now they travel together and hang out together. It was the first time that I've hung out with her since probably I was like 16 years old, and I'd known her since I was born. She was a friend of my mom's, when like the OG mom friend crew. So it was fun to have them, but also to celebrate Cinco de Mayo with a bunch of older grandmothers or moms who are just giving us the advice of life. So I feel like it would be really fun to have a lot of moms together, because we give them a hard time. Obviously our moms, it's part of our job, but there's a lot of wisdom to pass on to us young ones about living life and enjoying moments and not enjoying moments. I feel like I'm constantly calling my mom for help.
Oh my God. Yeah. I mean, I feel like everyone can say that was there, like being moms now, like it's so nice to have your mom close by. And I know that you experience that with your parents being close and not close. Like, and then my one friend who doesn't live, or her mom lives 2 hours away, was like, it's hard. Like her mom, almost feels guilty because she's not close, but she's 2 hours. She could jump in a car and be there super quick. But yeah, like having those resources too, or just openly talking about things with your friends' moms and having their opinion. My one friend's mom is a nurse. So like, just like pinging her about things like Rowan's been sick. So I've been telling her what's going on. And she's like, try this, this, and this. Or like, oh, if he's got eczema, do that. It's just like a wealth of knowledge. It's crazy.
Your mom's the one who told me to wait to have kids like separated. She's like 4 years is perfect. And
that's my brother and I,
yes, because she's always told me that, Danielle, that's the perfect. I remember sitting on the beach with her, probably like 3 jalapeno margaritas in.
Yep.
Just being like, Danielle, you got to wait a little bit, I promise you. And it's like for me, it was the perfect age gap, but it was your mom that told me that. So it's just funny to think about that. But is Rowan sick right now?
Oh yeah, he's coming off of being sick, of course.
Oh my, this kid.
Yeah. So when we were in Florida, he got sick. He had an ear infection. We were in urgent care. Got home. went to the doctor, got it checked out, was good. And then it's been 11 days since he had a last ear infection. So once we got home from Florida, he, of course, got another one. So we were at the pediatrician twice last week, and then twice again this past, 2 weeks ago, we were there twice. This past week, we were there twice again. He had been on antibiotics from having, his ear infection again. And he was having a fever and it wasn't going away. And I'm like, if he's got a fever on antibiotics, he just can't catch a break.
Are you going to do tubes?
Yes, we have an ENT appointment coming up. He's reached that threshold where like these had so many. But yeah, the most recent thing we just think was a virus, but he's still not 100%. He's coming off of being really bad, like clingy, just like last night, like TMI probably, but this is mom, so I guess I don't care.
Totally fine.
Choked, threw up, like just kind of like snot and phlegm. But it was like, I felt so bad, but at the same time, I felt so good that he got it up because my son's 14 months old. He can't blow his nose or get the mucus out. That's the only way he could do it.
Isn't that like the weirdest thing though? Like Daisy can't poop like ever. So we're like sitting there like rubbing her back, shaking the like Rowan's throwing up everywhere. And you're like, good job, buddy. Way to get it out. If it was anybody else, you'd be like, get the hell away from me.
Right.
You're disgusting. But with our kids, we're like, yeah, you did it. You threw it all up. Good for you, buddy. Like,
my family's over. He's throwing up. And I'm like, I know this looks terrible. Like, not terrible. It's life, right? But it looks like this is just the hot mess O'Toole house. But like, it really is like a blessing because like, how bad he wanted to get that up. And it's just like, he's sitting there crying and you're just stringing stuff or like to your point, trying to get him to poop and
like,
doing the craziest things to get your kids.
And then you got to work the next day and you're like, oh my God, I haven't slept. I didn't get any time. Did you do anything? Well, you got your Mother's Day, but was the rest of your weekend stuck like taking care of a sick baby?
Yeah, like Friday we had plans with another friend of ours who has a kid and, told him he'd been having a fever. He hadn't had one since Thursday, but, I always like to tell people like, just so you know, this is going on. So pick and choose what you want to do. Like, but it's almost better that we didn't do anything because he just kind of laid on us all night and was just getting over that hump of really being clingy.
Sometimes you just need to get the snugs in, make him feel better. It's just the right thing to do. But it always kind of makes you sad when you're excited to do stuff with them. Like during the week you're working. So on the weekend you want to do family stuff. And then when they're sick, you feel guilty. And if you go like this weekend, I went to the Post Malone concert and I felt like the babies weren't sick, but I felt guilty because I spent some of my time that I would have been with them pretending to be 21 at a music festival in Uptown Charlotte. But that it was, guys, that this festival was so cool. We've never had a festival like this in Charlotte. Have you ever been to like a Coachella or a music festival?
No, not like a festival. That sounds like lame. I've been to so many concerts, but not like a consecutive day thing or a day long thing.
Like I'd never been, and I didn't go for all 3 days, even though I really wanted to, but that would have been like I think Jordan would have killed me. But we just went Friday night. I saw Dashboard, which is one of my favorite bands, very embarrassing, ages me. And then we saw Chainsmokers, Dominic Fike, and Post Malone. And I am telling you, I walk in this place, I'm feeling like, okay, like I got a bodysuit. It was like rock and roll night with my leather skirt. Dude, no. I should have been wearing like pasties and like glitter tops. And everybody's like very young, asking us to take pictures. I'm there with my friend just turned 40. So we're like, this is 40. This is 40. We looked like we were like, we felt like we were the oldest people there, which we were definitely not. But Post Malone was literally incredible. It was so fun to go. But it was also funny to like experience your first festival. But the truth is, there were little kids there. There were like babies there with things like I'm wearing right now.
Oh my gosh.
Because 10 and under was free. So you had everything from babies to like nipple covers and shorts. Like you ran the gamut on outfits. But I feel like I say this a lot on this podcast. I felt pretty old, but also kind of cool that I was there. I don't know how to explain it.
That's kind of crazy for a music festival to have that like threshold of 10 and under free. Like that's great as parents. Like we'll hop on that free train any chance we get.
Hell
but
yeah.
Like to your point, there's so much variety in between. So like, I don't know, you might have felt old being there, but knowing that you could bring your families, like maybe that made you even feel a little bit better. Like I have a night out without my kids, but I'm here having fun. But I kind of feel like a mom because I see these kids here, but Like when
Yeah,
you see it's yeah, I know what you mean. Like when you that feeling of I feel like I'm not supposed to be here right now, but I am, but you want to make the best time of it because
yeah,
you
because
kind of
I
feel
want
out
to
of
be there.
place. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you shouldn't feel out of place, but you're in that point where you're like, I don't fit in this sector and I'm not like a family mom tonight. So where do I fit in?
I'm just like a mom gone wild. Like I feel like I
Yes.
am a lot
We
of
know. We
times.
know. If anyone hasn't seen the Florida reel of Danielle on the beach in her bathing suit,
Oh, that was a
mom
hot
gone
bathing
wild.
suit. Guys,
It
if you
was.
want to look like a hair, I wore that to just piss off our dads, but I had a hairy man bathing suit. It was really attractive. And then I was only going to wear it in the house as a joke, but I made the executive decision to wear it out with all of our families, including Jenna's grandparents. So it was great.
Yeah.
Really good.
And did a photo shoot on the beach. So like when you say mom's gone wild, like that's what I picture of Danielle posing on the beach with a hairy man one piece. And
I
really
should
the
have worn
only
that.
person you should have. That would have turned heads. People would have been taking pictures of you instead of you taking pictures of them.
Next time, Jenna. Next year, I'm going to wear it.
Yes. There you go. You already have it. Outfit
Yeah,
done.
I got the plan.
The hardest part.
So we both had nice weekends, just different weekends.
Yes.
But yeah, I guess it's time for us to clock out, I think, and clock back into our 9 to 5. But Jenna, thank you for hopping on. You guys will see Jenna again. You're going to want her to be a regular because she's hilarious. But
thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Have a great rest of your week, everyone. We'll talk to you on Thursday.
Bye.
Bye, guys.